Hello, my name is Faisal Khan. I am a banking and a payment consultant. I want to take a little bit of a time out and talk about, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin related projects with respect to the United States. Typically, these days, in most cases, getting access to banking in the US for a crypto related project is extremely difficult. Those banks that are friendly have set a limit, a minimum floor, and that floor typically is between $2 and $5 million. So if you don't maintain between $2 and $5 million in deposits or in overnight funds with the banks, chances are you will not be given access to banking over there. There are a few companies and a few payment institutions that do offer crypto related, let's say payment accounts, not direct banking accounts. But they do charge an arm and a leg, and that's okay because that's their business model. They say, hey, if you want it, we'll charge you 0.5% or 1%, what have you. And again, it's not feasible for those who are in the trade, but those who are desperate, there's nothing much they can do. As they say, beggars can't be choosers. The one thing I advise all our clients is that, wait. Last year, the United States had the chair of the FatOff, and we informed everyone that, the US is going to be coming out with regulations in the crypto space, and they did. The cryptocurrency rules, or rather recommendations from FatOff did come out, and now everyone has to implement them, especially the travel rule. Earlier this year, the Treasury Secretary in the United States, for the Department of Treasury, has explicitly said that the US will now be issuing more tighter guidelines for crypto-related businesses in the US. So I think if you're trying to wander off and invest in a crypto-related business, this could be an ATM business, a BTM business as they call it. It could be trading, could be OTC, could be a crypto-based blockchain, stablecoin, nomenclature notwithstanding here. I think you might want to slow down. I think you may want to hold back until maybe summer or fall of this year, until the new regulations are completely out and in the clear. I think once the federal guidelines are going to be issued, I think there might be some state guidelines that will also come into play. I think the rules are going to get tighter, not easier. Tighter does not necessarily mean that, bad things are going to happen. Tighter is good. It's good. It's okay. I may not agree with it, but it's okay. But what I do feel is a lot of these, let's say, there'll be a cleansing of sorts for all the businesses that may be in it for nefarious purposes, or maybe trying to, do this or that with cryptocurrency. I think you'll see an elimination of all those. There is special concern with all this coins originating in South America or in China or in Russia that are traveling through exchanges, being masked, and then suddenly the wallets are being loaded in the United States and they are being cashed out. There's a lot of laundered money, there's a lot of illegal money, there's a lot of money from illicit gains, etc. And they're all taking shape of Bitcoin or Ethereum, etc., and coming in. There's also, and listen, this is not just Bitcoin. It happens with the US dollars on a daily basis. It happens with the euro and on a much, much, much larger scale on a daily basis. But I think for whatever reason, the Bitcoin is going to be targeted rightly or wrongly more in this scenario. So I think it's very important to sort of slow down and look at it. I think a lot of the individual players who are doing hawala or small hawala businesses, especially in the Minneapolis and St. Paul, Twin City campuses and so forth, a lot of people have now engaged in making all those regular Somali and Sudan and Somalis residents open up accounts with, and buy Bitcoin, and then they transport them across the world. A lot of home-based businesses have propped up doing trading using, taking advantage of the instant portability of cryptocurrencies, taking advantage of the arbitrage opportunity between the United States exchanges and, let's say, an exchange in Nigeria, let's say in this case Luno and so forth, and transporting money. I think the rules are going to get tightened. I think the travel rule is going to come and be more enforced. And I think access to banking and processing services will come under greater scrutiny. And till that fog doesn't lift up and we don't have excellent visibility into the rules, I would highly, highly recommend that you slow down and do not pursue any crypto related projects unless you really have very good visibility, very good funding, and an extremely well balanced compliance and legal team to help you out. These are my thoughts and observations on crypto, which is at this point, like analysts in every industry say, buy, sell, hold, sell short, buy now, whatever. My thing is hold on to the plans, hold on to your money, hold on to those dreams or whatever you may have with respect to crypto related projects till the summer, till such time that the Department of Treasury guidelines come out, till such time that at least 2-3 months after that some of the state guidelines may mature and go through one cycle. Till that time, I think you should hold on. Nothing more on that. If you have another question or a comment related to crypto related businesses, there's a contact form in the description below. Fill it out. I'd be happy to answer. Till next time, Faisal Khan signing off.